The complex and multifaceted history of crypto-Jews and their genetic heritage, it's essential to expand on the data provided. The journey of the Jewish people in Iberia and beyond is marked by significant historical events, genetic traces, and cultural exchanges, influenced by various civilizations and tumultuous periods. Here's a brief exploration of the topics: Jewish claims, blood and the Holy Land, historical and genetic context. 1. Visigothic period. The earliest documentation of Jews in Iberia points to a community that experienced fluctuating fortunes under the Visigoths, who initially tolerated but later persecuted Jews. Documents from this era provide the foundation for understanding the Jewish presence in Spain before the Muslim conquest. 2. 3. Maccabees and Jewish Hellenistic literature, written in Koine Greek. 3. Maccabees, though not directly related to Iberian history, reflects the widespread dispersal of Jewish communities across the Mediterranean, including potential links to Jewish settlements in Hellenistic societies that may have had indirect connections with Iberian Jewry. 3. Titus and Jewish captives. The aftermath of Titus's siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE led to the dispersal of Jews, including to remote provinces like Hispania, Roman Spain. This marked a significant increase in the Jewish population in the region and set the stage for a complex intermingling of cultures. 4. Granada War and the Alhambra Decree. The Granada War culminated in the Christian conquest of the last Muslim kingdom in Spain in 1492. The same year, the Alhambra Decree ordered the expulsion of practicing Jews from Castile and Aragon, profoundly altering the demographic and cultural landscape. 5. Genetic traces of Sephardic Jews. Modern genetic studies reveal that about 23% of Sephardim have Levite ancestry, with significant broad SNP haplogroup T-M70. This haplogroup provides a linkage to Middle Eastern origins, evident in various archaeological and historical contexts from the Levant to Europe, indicating a broad and persistent diaspora. Different clades from all over the Jewish genetic mosaic, from the Lemba Jews with markers like Haplogroup TL131, while the Sephardim Moroccan Maghrebim and Egyptian Mizrahim, West African Luso-Iberian Jews, found under TPF 7443, point to something more than happenstance. It is likely that these groups were not among the early arriving groups in the Ashkenazi countries. It is more likely that they were partly in Iberia and partly in the Middle East before some went to the Ashkenazi countries. It is also interesting that hardly no non-Jewish people with haplogroup T are living in the eastern part of the Ashkenazi countries. While about 50 persons with haplogroup T have an origin in Lithuania, Poland, and Ukraine, only one person is not related to the known Jewish branches. This percentage is much larger in Germany and the Western European countries. Additional genetic and historical insights, archaeological findings. Haplogroup T and related subclades, as found in places like Pekian Cave, Israel, with the Proto-Israelite ossuary burial practice, Tel Megiddo, aka Armageddon, the biblical site of Abel Beth Maacah, during the Iron Age amongst the Levantine Galilean culture. These ancient Holy Land finds have a direct Y-DNA connection to the Erfurt Ashkenazi graveyard and the Norwich Chapelfield bodies in the anti-Semitic massacres. The Vena grave, 43, found with the oldest gold jewelry in the world, and the site of Ain Ghazel Jordan pre-pottery Neolithic B, showcases the ancient movements and cultural exchanges involving populations that T has historically contributed to. Cultural and demographic shifts. The persistence of T and its decline over millennia reflect the impact of various historical events, persecutions, expulsions, massacres, which have sporadically reduced its prevalence among contemporary Jewish populations. Survival and continuity. The survival of Jewish genetics, like haplogroup T, despite adversity, is a testament to the resilience and adaptability through periods of peace and persecution, the broader implications of cultural diffusion and demic diffusion. The shifts in genetic and cultural landscapes in Jewish history are indicative of broader processes of cultural diffusion and demic diffusion, wherein populations merge, absorb, or replace each other, influenced by social, economic, and political changes. Genetic heritage as a cultural mirror. The complex pattern of genetic inheritance within Jewish populations mirrors their equally complex historical narratives, shaped by interactions with diverse cultures and the impacts of pivotal historical events. This expanded exploration offers a richer, more nuanced view of the genetic, cultural, and historical tapestry that defines the heritage of crypto-Jews and their enduring legacy in the face of adversity.